What's up? Welcome back to Nowstalgia. Dave here with a review of Carly Rae Jepsen's seventh album, The Loveliest Time. Once again, Carly Rae giving us another companion piece album. This one, of course, following up The Loneliest Time from fall 2022. Of course, Carly Rae Jepsen fans know that Emotion was followed by Emotion Side B, and Dedicated was followed by Dedicated Side B. This is a thing Carly Rae Jepsen does. On one hand, it's just giving you, studio filler, cutting room floor music. On the other hand, though, she seems to have very productive recording sessions because she's able to package things in such a way that it actually kind of serves as a companion piece sometimes. That it's been interesting. To me, The Loveliest Time is the first companion piece side B album that surpassed the original. The Loneliest Time is probably my least favorite of the Carly Rae albums that have come out in the last, 10 years or so, right? These last six. But The Loveliest Time is a really nice, I think, sonic departure where this one is a bit lower stakes, a bit leaning into having a lovely time. And just for my personal taste, that's just a bit more interesting to me and a bit more fun. Just kind of going through these songs here. Track one, Anything to Be With You. Carly Rae is really, I think, distinct delivery on this, but the percussion I think, just really grabs you. And it's like, yeah, I think it's just like a really nice start here. Uh, Third song, After Last Night, has this wild production, this keys really standing out to you, this really nice bass line. Kind of giving you a more of electronic flair to the production to this point. Aeroplanes is a bit of a departure from that, which is really consistent through the rest of the album, where Aeroplanes has this really sticky drum melody, almost kind of like a aughts rock song, lately, or even an 80s rock song, I guess you could say. It's a bit of a throwback vibe, but I think Carly Rae vocally can ride on something like that. Shy Boy really stands out to me because of the funk production vibe you get there. Enjoy that one quite a bit. The best song, though, on The Loveliest Time would be one of the singles, Psychedelic Switch. This is just a straight up synth pop bop. Banger. Love it. Just so fun. I think Carly Rae Jepsen, some of the biggest songs she has, of course, way back, but also more recently, are kind of boppy, But I think Psychedelic Switch doesn't compromise the rest of the album. It's not quite like a Cut to the Feeling or like a beach house type song. This is more like it's in the flow of the album, in the flow of the vision of the record, but also just really stands out as a single. I think it's very easy to revisit. Um, so Right, the following song that really stood out to me just because Carly Rae's kind of raspiness to her vocals I thought was really nice. Come Over, I thought the chorus was very catchy. And yeah, I think just, 43 minutes, 13 songs. Maybe it peters out a little bit in the end for me. But as far as a B-sides album, if that's truly how this is conceived, it's pretty fun. I think this is very easy to revisit, really easy to pick apart, just songs to put on, and even if Carly Rae has kind of ran away from the early big success of stuff like Call Me Maybe, obviously, she still has it in her to make a bit of a banger. And whether that's a song like Psychedelic Switch or some of the other songs in this, which I think are also quite boppy and quite fun to revisit, she really continues to remain to me a interesting, lower tier pop star where we know that Carly Rae is very successful and has a very big fan base, but is of course not at the scale of a mainstream, major A-list pop star. But she's really kind of continuing to hone this craft in terms of the lane she is in. And I find that very commendable, and this to me is probably my favorite album of hers since Emotion, which of course was the big breakthrough critically for her, right? So yeah, shout out Carly Rae Jepsen. It's just a good time, a lovely time, you could say. But let me know, how did you feel about The Loveliest Time? How would you think about this in comparison to the rest of the recent run of Carly Rae Jepsen albums? We've got a bunch. They're all a bit different from each other. Some of them connected to each other. How do you feel about them? And for more music reviews, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.